vertical from one area. Right now I have it set up for YouTube vertical, Twitch horizontal, YouTube horizontal, and Kick horizontal. I like to organize. I like to name things. I'm kind of articulate in that way. But this is a really awesome tab. When you first download the software, this is going to be empty. You're going to have to sign into all of your individual platforms to make it shake. And once you do, they're all there. And then you just hit this button down here. That's the go live button. It'll pop for all 4 platforms and you're good to go. Over here, you have your multi-chat, which is a great embedded feature. I love this. The only thing that I want to complain about, because that's all we do is complain, is you can't have multi-chat embedded in OBS without a third-party software. Nutty. Shout out Nutty. He's one of the best when it comes to this stuff. He has a really awesome tool that he utilizes StreamerBot for. If you guys want to watch that video, I'll drop it in the description down below. But that is pretty much the best and most practical way to have embedded chats on stream. But this is a great feature. It's going to show you your live viewer counts up top. Then you have your chats down below. You can also send and receive messages from this area, which is great. Your activity feed over here. This is going to be everything that happens. So your YouTube subscriptions, your follows, your subs, your bits, everything comes through as far as I'm aware. Down below it, you're going to have your stream info. I also really love this feature. This is awesome. You've seen this before, but I don't think you've seen it like this. They have 2 different tabs. One for all, which is you can apply one title and one set of tags for every single platform. And you can also change your categories individually from here. And then you can do individual platforms. So you can have a different Twitch title, different YouTube title, different Kick title, so on and so forth. You can also edit the tags and modify them to your liking without having them all be sort of bound together, which is great. It's awesome. That's everything for the live tab. This is what you're gonna see when you're live and streaming. I think it's great. I think it's really cool. It looks nice. It doesn't seem to be too bloaty as long as you know what is what and where it is. Okay, guys, this is your build tab. This is sort of kind of like the editor's view of this software. Kind of looks the same for me. I don't need them to look any different. If you do, you have plenty of options for different docs and property values, live scenes, scene notes, chat activity, stream info, the whole 9. That you can access all of that in the build tab. I just don't need to. For me, I want it to look more simplified as like a regular OBS look. You can also add individual canvases so that you can record full-fledged gameplay in full-fledged camera at the same time and have them output equally, which is huge. I think that is something that a lot of people don't really utilize enough. And then we have these TikToks where your camera looks like it's fucking filmed in a toaster and your gameplay looks great. Why not have the best of both worlds? Record both. My next quest, however, is I want to replay buffer both full cam and gameplay at the same time as separate sources. Once I'm able to do that, which I'm sure I can already, I just haven't done the research, it's gonna be really cool. But yes, this is your build tab. This is gonna have everything you need in terms of like editing and modifying and going over what you want to do, how you want it to look and whatnot. So pretty self-explanatory here. You know, you just set your audio sources and everything. The live tab is definitely more favorable than the build tab, but again, it's all for your use case, what you're using it for, how you want to use it, so on and so forth. So we're gonna go into settings really quick if you guys need them. I know a couple of the homies specifically asked me to do recording settings and streaming settings, so I'm doing it for you guys. Shout out to y'all. Streaming settings. This is what I'm currently running on my 5900X 3080 PC. I've got 32 gigs of RAM. I take care of my PC, you know. This is just kind of how I've configured it with the hardware I have. A GPU upgrade is definitely in the horizon. I'm just trying to wait to shed tears because the economy sucks and life is hard. All right, so you guys are gonna see me over here for a little bit just because I'm gonna show you guys these settings effectively. Output settings, guys. These are gonna be your streaming settings. The rate control is gonna be constant bit rate. The bit rate will be 6,000 if you're streaming to Twitch, YouTube, Kick. I think that's a good middle ground. YouTube, you can go higher, and I'm pretty sure you can have individual encoder settings for separate platforms. So if you wanted to go higher res on YouTube, you were more than welcome to do so. Again, this is just kind of like the blanket setting for great quality and not a lot of intensive performance issues. So 6,000 bitrate, key interval 2, preset P4 medium, tuning low latency, multi-mode is going to be single pass, the profile main, adaptive quantization is going to be on, and your B frames are going to be set to 2. Now, if you have a video encoder that isn't a video graphics card, you're going to want to use H.264, H.265, and AV1 are just not stable for streaming platforms, unfortunately, just yet. I'm sure we'll see that in the next 2 to 3 years. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking right now. No custom encoder options. I don't really use those. I don't have a use case for them. I don't use rescale output. I know some people that do. I just don't. Take that as you will. Recording tab. We're gonna go over there now. Recording format. You're gonna want MP4. Here, let me tell y'all something real quick. If you are somebody that has a lot of PC crashes and you have a lot of, for some reason, your power goes out a lot, or you live in a place where there's a lot of storms and your power's shutting off, or your PC's randomly black screening and you're trying to film. If you film in MP4 and that happens, your recording is gone. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is something that I am willing to sacrifice because of the ease in Premiere Pro. I don't have to remux. I don't have to sit there and wait for it to make 2 separate files. I don't care for it. There are people that do, and I think that's great. If you want to use MKV and have it remixed to MP4, that's totally fine. I'm just not one of those people. I like to record something, and the next second later, I like to throw it into Premiere, chop it up, and get it posted. I like to work fast. So I use MP4. However, a lot of people like to use MKV. MKV is great. You're not going to have a quality loss going from either or. The only thing that you are going to save is the possibility of corruption, because if you are on MKV, in the event that your power shuts off or your PC turns off, your recording is safe. It'll stop exactly where your PC power was killed. It is a recoverable file. With MP4, it is not. I've had this fuck me one, but don't quote me. I don't use it, so I don't know. Audio encoder, FM, MPEG, AAC. That's kind of your stock one. I don't really fuck with that one a lot. Rescale output, I also set to disabled. Your rate control is going to be constant QP. QP level 16. This is going to be as close to lossless as you can.